Hey, what's going on everybody? Jake the Happy Snake here, and welcome to episode 3 of Mario Kart Jake's Road. Last time I played the Flower Cup on 50cc, I came first in all 4 races for the second straight episode, so I am 8 for 8 for coming first in this series, which is awesome. So, let's try to keep that streak going in this episode. Gonna stick with 50cc. Gonna keep going with Yoshi because he's doing quite well for me, and in this episode I'll be playing the Star Cup. The 4 tracks are Wario Stadium, Sherbetland, Royal Raceway, and Bowser's Castle. Here we go! The first track of the Star Cup is Wario Stadium. This is the second longest track in the game, but there are a couple of well-known glitches here. I'm actually going to try one of them right off the bat, because it's right here at the beginning of the race. There we go. Now the other one is actually right here. However, I have not practiced it enough to feel confident enough to do it, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. I have done it once or twice in my entire life, but I haven't practiced it enough. Most times that I've tried it, I have failed, and I just don't really want to, because if I do try it, there's a really good chance that I'm gonna fail. I might try it on one of the other laps, maybe, if I get the first jump, that is. I've practiced the first jump enough. I've actually been able to do it. I did there's a Mario Kart 64 Let's Play on my channel I did a few years ago, and I actually got the glitch as Bowser with one hand, which is incredible. Oh, I did it! I don't think I can do that again, even if I tried. But, anyways, like I said, it's a very long track, but I've already finished the first lap thanks to that glitch, thanks to that jump. So we're gonna try it again here. There we go. 2 for 2. I don't know. I could try it, but I'm probably gonna fail. Yeah, like, I don't even know how to do it properly, so I have such a big lead right now, like, there's no point. And you know what, honestly, I know it's stupid to be doing the jump, to be doing the glitch, because I haven't actually shown off I haven't shown off the full race, but surely to goodness I'm not gonna get the jump every single time. So I'll show the full lap whenever I fail, which is I know it's really silly, but this track was finally brought back in for Mario Kart World just this year. It's only it's the first time it's been brought back in almost 30 years. It was the only track that hadn't been brought back, and finally they brought it back for Mario Kart World, which I was very excited about. It is quite a bit different. They removed like half of the track, but I still like it, honestly. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with all of these shells, but we'll give it a shot. And I almost did it! I saw a bunch of, was that Luigi and Toad I saw? They're on their second lap. You know what, who cares? I did it twice. That's good enough for me. Yeah, now we'll see how long this... Now you'll see, if you haven't seen this before, now you'll see how long this track really is. I think this is one part that they removed in Mario Kart World. I mean, I always wondered if they bring this track back, how are they gonna make it... Like, it's such a long track in this game, so how are they gonna make it even... how are they gonna fix it? They could have made it like 2 laps or something. It looks like Bowser fell down that jump. Getting a lightning here is pretty good, especially if you're playing like multiplayer. Like when I play this with my brother and my dad, sometimes there are arguments that break out here because of the jump. If you have a lightning, use it when you see that your opponent is by the jump, and then they are pretty much guaranteed to fall down, because when you're small, you don't have enough momentum to make that jump. So, yeah. I actually don't know if the shells add weight to your character, so if I didn't have the shells, I might have been able to make that jump. Anyways, we have a mushroom, which I don't need at all. I mean, look, like they're just starting their. What lap are they starting? Are they starting the 3rd lap? I think they're starting the 3rd lap. Yeah. Anyways, at least I was able to show the what a full lap looks like at this race once. But I would have been ecstatic if I gotten the glitch again. Anyways, look at the 1st and 2nd laps. 3rd lap was the longest, obviously, because I didn't get the jump. But anyways, there we go. So yeah, we did quite well there. 9 points. which is also the amount of firsts that I have in this game so far. And now we're gonna move on to the second track, Sherbet Land. This is one of my least favorite tracks in this game. I usually do quite bad here. I mentioned, of course I get the starting boost on a track I don't really want it because the ice is slippery and I seem to lose control quite easily. I mentioned in the last episode when I was at Frappy Snowland that there are 2 winter-based tracks in this game. I said I prefer Frappy Snowland, and this is the other one, and I don't like this place at all. To be honest, I'm kind of glad out of all the Mario Kart games, this one has been brought back one of the fewer times, I think. I know it was in Wii. I don't know if it's in Tour. I think it probably is in Tour. But other than that, that should be it, so... yeah. Toad. Yeah, what usually happens to me is I usually cut those corners too sharp, and then I fall in the water. When you fall in the water here, you turn into an ice cube. I don't know if that makes it worse for you, but it's not a great race. I know some people like it. I am not one of those people. And I got a boost. Nice. Or, not a boost, a ghost. A boo. Boo and ghost, you put them together, you actually get boost. So, or boast, I guess it would actually be more correct. Anyways, there's a bunch of penguins waddling around here. These are the same penguins that you encounter in Super Mario 64. Except, luckily, you don't have to actually race them in this game. Although the penguin is a playable character in Mario Kart World, which is... I don't know, like, I went on a rant in the first episode about how the cow is a playable character in Mario Kart World, but the penguin being a character is just like, it's almost as weird, honestly. I actually, when Mario Kart World, when it was about to release, I saw a funny picture that was posted by Nintendo, I think, actually. It was a picture of the penguin in Mario Kart World, like, falling off a cliff in the car, and I knew instantly what the reference was, because the famous thing in Super Mario 64 is taking the penguin and throwing him off the cliff. And I just think it's really funny that Nintendo actually referenced that. Anyways, even with my lack of confidence at this track, I'm still confident enough that I'm gonna come first. So... there we go. Alright. Nice. That is my first legitimate first in this episode. Alrighty. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. How's everybody else doing? Wow. Really? So the same placements as the last race. Well, actually, I don't know about the bottom 4, but it doesn't really matter in this game because the bottom 4 you don't get any points anyways. There's at least 2 glitches here that I've never been able to do. I've tried them several times, but I've never been successful, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. I should try to get a legitimate win here. Royal Raceway. So this is the second time that we've heard this theme in this episode. Okay, that was too sharp. The piranha plants look weird in this game. Like, they don't even look like piranha plants. My dad actually apparently got stuck inside a piranha plant one time. There was a Friday night where I was actually out. I was at a youth group, and apparently my brother and my dad were playing while I was out. It was not a Friday night, I'm pretty sure. And my dad actually got stuck. Oh, wait, I thought I slipped on that banana. My dad actually got stuck inside one of those piranha plants, and my brother had to, like, stop and, like, tell him how to get out and stuff. This is really cool. You can actually go explore, like, the castle grounds, like the outside the castle from Super Mario 64. You can't go in the back, obviously, but you can go, you can, like, basically go up as far as the front door. You can check it, like, it's actually really cool. It's a really cool, it's kind of pointless because you don't gain anything by going in there, but it is really cool that you can do that. And, yeah, I do think that is a cool level of detail. When they brought this track back in Mario Kart 8, I mean, understandably, they blocked that out, so you can't do that, unfortunately, but in this game, it's a really cool, it's a really cool bit of detail that they put in. because it looks the exact same as it does in Super Mario 64. This is also another good track to get a lightning because it's the same thing as Wario Stadium. I mean, if you get hit by lightning here, you're gonna fall in the water. However, it's not as bad as getting hit by lightning at that jump in Wario Stadium because when you fall down that jump, you lose a lot of progress and it's pretty difficult to come back unless you can get unless it happens to you in the first lap and then you can get that jump. But anyways, we are now on to the final lap. Just like that. Toad is right behind me. I'm not worried about him at all, considering that he just slipped. Alright. I don't mind the remade version of this track in Mario Kart 8, but, I mean, when the tracks got remade more and more, they looked less like they did in the originals. Like, the first game that had the remade tracks was Mario Kart DS, and all the tracks that were remade look almost identical as what they do in this, like, from their original games. But later on, no. Even Mario Kart Wii, they still look pretty similar, but then... Honestly, even Mario Kart 7 wasn't that different, and I hit the wall. So did that red shell. This part here is really scary. If you go too far to the left there, you're gonna, like, fall down. Oh, wow. Okay. No problem. Bam. Alright. That is 3 firsts. 1 track left of the Star Cup. And that is... Oh, Wario got a point. Nice. Now there are only 3 players that don't have any points. The final track is Bowser's Castle. There aren't too many versions of Bowser's Castle in any Mario Kart game that I don't like. This is one of my favorites, honestly. It's so good. There's thwomps, there's a green... I think they're called thwomps, right? I always call them womps, but I think they're actually called thwomps. There's a mysterious green thwomp in jail there, which is kind of cool. Anyways, okay. Whoa. Sliding thwomps. This is a hard track, I'm not gonna lie. But, again, I'm not really worried about it. It's a really, really cool place, though. A couple of bridges. There's lava everywhere. I mean, yeah, it's tough. I actually have a funny story at this track. In 2016, it was the last time that my brother, my dad, and I played Mario Kart. It was the last race that we ever played in our old house before we moved in 2016. And I wanted to make it memorable, and the way I did that was my brother had already come first. I was in second. My dad was way behind in third, and my dad was like, well, he thought he was gonna come third. And before I crossed the finish line, I just waited there the third lap. And I made it look like that I was just kind of taunting him, and I was gonna make him think that he was catching up. And I actually purposely just didn't finish. My dad passed me, and he ended up coming second. And I remember him and my brother and we all just started laughing, and it was really funny. And that was, like I said, the last time we played this game at that old house, and that's not good. But Luigi fell in the lava as well, so. But I am now in 6th, which is not good. So I need to shut my mouth and play better. Okay, that's not good. Stupid Bowser, man. Now Toad's got a really good lead, so we're gonna have to really play better. Really use Toad slipping on something right about now. Oh my gosh, wow. That was, that really came at the right time. This has, like, been the first race in the whole series so far that I haven't been in first the entire race, but Looks like it doesn't matter. There we go. Yeah, that second lap wasn't great. But we still got it. So there we go. Only won by a couple of seconds. Less than 2 seconds, actually. All right. So Luigi gets second this time. Wow, he doesn't get third. For once. Very impressive indeed, Luigi. And there we go. We just passed this castle, actually. This is the castle. This is what I was talking about. This is the castle grounds from Super Mario 64. Is that Bowser? Yeah, that's Bowser over there. You can even see the road. That's really cool, actually. I don't even know if I ever noticed that before, to be honest. You can see the road from Road Raceway. When you see this part in Super Mario 64, the road is not there. It's blocked off. All right, so I mean, I'm 12 for 12. Like I don't want to be like arrogant, but I can't say I'm overly surprised. I mean, it's the easiest level. It's the easiest difficulty. It's 50cc. I mean, I would be kind of embarrassed if I had anything worse than a first, to be honest. But we still have one cup left, and it is the toughest cup. So we'll see how that goes. But that's gonna be in the next episode. Guys, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you guys next time on Mario Kart Jake's Road. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you next time. Peace out.